Before I got into my daily tasks, right, I wanted to interpret some dreams I've been having for the past few days. Like I said, I haven't been really doing too much tarot readings, but I'm being called to speak on it, right? Speak up and speak out. And maybe I can get some clarity on these dreams, and maybe it may apply for someone else out there who watches me. Last night, let's start before while I get my cards together. Hold on, let me get my cards together. And I'm also gonna light some. I have my Palo Santo in here from yesterday, but last night I had a crazy dream, right? And I didn't stop to talk about it or write it down or nothing, because my dreams for the past few weeks have been very vivid, right? And they'll stay in my head, like if I watched a movie about it. So, last night's dream, and then we'll go back to the previous night's dream. Last night's dream was about. I'm gonna tell you also something I peeped yesterday as well. So I slept peaceful like a baby. I really did. And I've been sleeping peacefully. But last night's dream, it was like I'm gonna close my eyes to recall it before I pull any cards on it. It was these wolf bats or whatever the fuck they. It was like some type of animal, right? The main thing I remember out the dream was um people like locking their doors, families, children. It was just a bunch of different groups of people, right? And you could see I walked out in a neighborhood that was dark, and people were like, they had the windows boarded up and shit. But it started with me getting attacked by one of these wolf dog, whatever the fuck. It was like, and what I interpreted from it is that those things that were attacking people were evil spirits or negative energy, right? It all summed up. It's not the dream sometimes be making it seem more scary than what it is, but we all get attacked on a daily and have to transmute negative energy. So let's just put it in that way, right? Energy sense. These wolf dog, whatever the fuck. So it started with me getting attacked by them. Um and in the dream my sister was watching, my birth sister. Me getting attacked, and I'm like, help, right? I'm trying to call for help. It's like niggas is watching. I was like in a room situation, a roommate situation. So we're gonna like delve into all these. I'm like, these dreams have been crazy, right? But it don't apply because, like I said, it's just me and my baby. And although I do talk to them here and there, I know like I know where I stand. So and what boundaries I have set up. So, but yeah, I'm like, am I picking up on somebody else's energy? But so these wolf dog shits, I see people popping their head, and these wolf dog things was attacking me, and I'm like, she watching me, they tear me the fuck up, like, and I'm looking at myself, and I see scars and blood and bruises and shit. After I finally, got one off of me, I was like, fucking it up, like fighting for my life, damn near, and kicked it out. And then I started boarding up the windows, boarding up the rooms. And them things was tricky in the dream. They was like trying to slide under the door. Like the door could have this much space, and them shits would try to slide under there. So it was like I had to get attacked first to give out a service warning to everybody else, which caused them to take these precautions and protecting their home and stuff. And I'm having a realization while I speak about that part too. Like, sometimes when I do readings and I tell people, like, sometimes you are the catalyst for people to change or take a certain action in their life, right? Something they may have been overlooking on purpose or due to comfortability. Um, but yeah, so that was the first one. Um, like I say, a lot of people do be the catalyst. If somebody, let's put it like this in layman's terms, if somebody didn't come out um with their tragic story, right? Or about family members targeting them or being gang stalked or mothers hating daughters, that would not have been the catalyst for other people to be open to share their story, right? So that goes into today's reading. Like, whoever I'm speaking to, let me go get my Palo Santo too. Whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like this person is the catalyst for other people to like take a certain step, right? I'm a catalyst for people to take a certain step and do what they love. You're a catalyst for people to do what they blase blah, right? Only you know what you're called to do, and what your gut, your intuition, what your angels are guiding you to do, right? Something that will save your life, something that will get you out of that darkness, something that will transform your reality, right? Because transformation doesn't just come within the mind, it starts to reflect on our outer. So if you transform your way of thinking, it always shows on the outer, because eventually you have to speak what you think, right? And that just gives people a glimpse on how your mind operates. So before we get into this, I don't know why he brought this. Hold on, I need to go get my Palo Santo from over here, because I don't want that energy in my room at all. But I'm doing it in here today because Raja is. Let me just go get my lighter real quick. Hold on, I'll be right back. What happened? You playing your game? Also play it. You're supposed to be having fun. I told you to put this damn lighter. Okay, I'm back here with my Palo Santo. I had also did a reading on myself yesterday, which I rarely do because I be like I said, I'm very into it. But the first card that came out for me yesterday, I'm gonna be talking about a variety of things today before I, get ready to do laundry. Um, but the first thing that came out for me is trust yourself always, trust others once they've earned it. And I'm like, that should always really come out like, because you can't be a reader and, not trust yourself. You can though, but eventually you're gonna have to trust yourself, right? So let's like this Palo Santo. Then I wrote on my whiteboard. I should go bring it in here or show you, but I wrote it the other day, like the past dreams I've been having. I'm like, oh, I'm picking it, and it all started heavy because I was like having dreams pertaining to me and just other type of dreams up until I did that last read. Decided to like, okay, I need to get on here and do this reading. The other day I was wearing the same shit I was wearing now, right? And then ever since that night or before, I've been picking up on, I've been having these vivid dreams about, and I told people, because people come on here and ask me like names and stuff. They'll ask me, and I'm like, I don't pick up on stuff like that unless I'm dreaming, right? Unless I hear dream name in the dream. Usually I don't be picking up on no names. That's not my thing, right? God knows I get tied tongue and can't pronounce nothing, so that's probably why. But I had a dream about someone named Palin. Palin, Paylin. That's how I wrote it on my whiteboard. And I'm like, oh, now that I say, oh, I don't pick up on names now, a bitch dreaming about names, right? Even though I've been for this past week or two, I told you guys I had a dream with someone named Roger, Honey, and what the fuck was the other name? I ain't write it down, but it was like three names. Honey is my adopted sister's name. So I'm like, and that's who. But I'll tell y'all that dream. But so the dream that I wrote down, right? Getting past the part where somebody's a catalyst, I already interpreted that dream for other people to take action, right? And you will make a whole new path for a group of people. The dream with Palin, it was weird. I was getting like a Muslim, like a Arab, or like South Africa or North Africa type of look, you know. Um, the one with Palin, I was sitting on the edge of a hospital bed. Wow. Oh, I got a few downloads too from that. I had like 10 dreams in one night, and I'm like, what the fuck? How long I was sleeping? I woke up early that day. I think this was the day of the sip the drink because I wrote it down on the whiteboard too. So I was sitting on the end of a hospital bed. And it was like my birth sister. She'd been popping up in my dream lately a lot, and nobody has spoken about her or nothing when I had this dream. Then after somebody spoke about her because she had a baby, but I don't, fuck with them. They don't fuck with me. So that's none of my business. But in the dream, she was in the hospital bed giving birth. She just gave birth to a son, right? In real life, she had a daughter or whatever. And Raja is always running around in my dreams. Like he like my little it's like he be following me in my dreams sometime, and then I'll get distracted from the dream, be like, where my baby? Like I'm always looking for his ass in the dream. Because he be sleeping like so fucking close to me. So I feel like he be intertwining his spirit with mine. Because I'm like, damn, I be on the corner of this bed, and Raja be like right there, and I'm like, oh, that's why his ass be just wandering in my dreams, popping, and it like I still be mothering in my dreams while I'm seeing all these scenarios nowadays. Like, cause he be sleeping so damn close. But so I'm sitting on the end of the hospital bed, and she gave birth to a son, and we're watching a TV, and she's saying to me, she's saying, oh, it's my turn to pay, right? I have to pay for the hospital bills. How you feeling? I have to pay for the hospital bills. And I remember seeing the number 223, right? And I'm like, did I have another son? This is exactly, it was funny shit too, because she had the baby. I'm just there, I guess, for support, watching TV. She's like, oh, it's your turn. And I felt, it's like I have eyes in the back of my head in the dream, but I'm also seeing the TV. And she's looking at me like, in the hospital bill came up to $223 for her giving birth. And I'm like, I just had a baby. I have a baby. I could have swore I had another son. I was like being funny and shit. And she's like, yeah, because in order, she said this specifically. She said, in order for us to have access to our family business, everybody takes turns paying bills. Thank you. Who is that? Claude Singh. Thank you, Claude Singh. Everybody has to, like, say if the family have a big bill, like she gave a major expense, right? Somebody car breakdown, it's somebody else's turn to pay it. And that's how everybody keeps access to a family business. And this is what's going on in the dream. And she's telling me, and I'm like, she's like, yeah, the other two siblings paid for the I paid for their two things. I'm like, I already got the fact that they lied to her for her to pay for something, right? Like, oh, this is how you get access to the family thing. And I said, well, I didn't have no child. That's real stupid. That's what I said in the dream. I'm like, it's real stupid. You need to go let them know y'all owe me this much and how y'all gonna pay it back. Cause I'm not paying for your hospital bill. Like, I guess because they told her that she had, like, in order for everybody to have access to a family business, they each have to take turns paying major bills, right? And I'm like, I ain't paying for shit unless it belongs to me, right? So, and she said, I said, she said Palin, right? Or it's either Palin is somebody's name, or somebody needs to pay a person named Lynn, Lynn, right? Linn. So I was just like, what the fuck? Like, people just be popping up in my dreams sometime. And I'm like, maybe because when I be having the window open. But yeah, so I just wanted to, oh yeah, I wrote some more stuff down. And then I had a dream about a known YouTuber sleeping with somebody fucking man. And they don't know each other, but they're both known. And this man have like locks or something. So I'm like, why? And I had, like I said, 10 dreams in one fucking day. So let's clear the energy and pull some cards. I'm like, why is all of this covered in my dreams? My dreams be like, wow. And then that I remembered the name Palin, or somebody needs to pay Lynn they fucking money, right? And stop playing at her face. So I'm gonna leave this sitting right here. Hopefully I don't burn the place down. And I'm gonna pull some cards. But one thing about the we're gonna pull on this catalyst energy first, right? And a recurring thing I see with my energy is always speak up, speak out, trust yourself, trust others after they earned that shit, right? So that's just specifically for me, because I know when I get those cards what they mean, right? Like, people will always come, like I said, people don't really come on that rah-rah shit because they know they're gonna immediately get exited out my space or whatever platform I'm on. But they'll always come with a smiling face, a helping hand, right? Like trying to paint an illusion, a facade, right? But let's dive into this person who's a catalyst, right? It says, your life is so special, treated with love and care, right? So this is who the catalyst is, right? Your life is so special, treated with love and care, like, meaning you have your boundaries in place for you. It don't matter who the fuck fell away. I don't care if your grandma fell away, and that's for somebody. Like, if that'll give you a peace of mind and have your energy clear, stand on that shit. Yeah, baby, how you doing? I'm doing good. How you feeling today? Every time I burn, see, this the only Palo Santo I burn and them little black shits be flying. I don't understand. I'm doing a reading before I decide to go to the laundry today. Raja, are you okay? Okay. Okay. Well, mommy almost finished. So this was on the top of the day. Yes. Okay, but mommy on live. Okay. Okay. You always want to tell a secret, bro. No, what doing? Hold on, I'm doing a reading. Go get your toys. We about to go do laundry, so you gotta wait till mommy. Go where? Go, mommy. Go where? Go where? I'm asking, where do you want me to go? I want to go. We about to go outside soon, okay? No. Don't tell me no. Come off the camera. Come off the camera. You don't. Go get your pajamas off that bed. Go get me that pajama shirt. Okay, so we're definitely picking up on sorry you guys. So what I said so far, you could always watch it back. Your life is so special, and it's still little black shits flying in the air. Like, what the fuck? That's why I'm like, I don't like that specific. I pick out my own Palo Santo, but that one been having like black little, you know. Your life is so special. Treat it with love and care. So I'm talking to a feminine energy or someone who's in tune with their feminine side. This is somebody who is somebody who is embodying new energy as well. So not just a feminine energy, they're embodying new energy. And I need to shuffle those cards because I had got like 3. I said, what do I need to know? And I had got 3 different fucking messages. One was like a warning. One was pertaining to like a upcoming opportunity. And I'm like, I wasn't expecting that. So we got 2 that fell out on my lap, but I'm going to see if something else decide to come out, right? Okay, so just these 2. So it says, do something kind for someone without any expectation. Find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously, right? So this is the catalyst, mind you. Maybe this person is too much in their head. Because if you're being asked to find ways to lighten up, maybe this is like dreadful for you. Like you feel like your whole life is about to end if you speak your truth. Mommy. But no, you shouldn't be forced or feel forced. Get out and stay out that bathroom. And stay so here. Why did you do that? Go get your shirt. It was me. It was you. No. It was me. This person may feel like they know their life is gonna change, right? But they may be psyching themselves out. Like, so don't do it if you feel forced to. Do it if it comes naturally. And then after a while, if you ain't do that shit still, then that means, oh yeah, you have to take this risk. Because we had risks, right? You are with manifesting a new reality, a new energy for yourself, right? We are manifesting new energy. So with this feminine as manifesting a new reality for themselves, you have to take risk, right? You're trying to redeem yourself, right? Redeem all the injustices that were done to you. Like, you're giving yourself redemption. You're not sitting there waiting for nobody else to be like, you were so right about everything you told us. You're walking in the right path. You're not waiting for nobody to what's it called? Hype you up, to confirm that you're not crazy, to confirm that you're headed where you need to. That's only something you, God, and anything in between would know, right? You're the one manifesting this new energy. Nobody give a fuck if you want to step into a new direction. Sorry, I'm late. I was sleeping. Hi, D girl, D man. I was fine. We was up. He woke me up before. I actually got out of bed before 11:11. It was like 11:10, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get up. But we woke up before then. Yeah, but welcome still. But yeah, like I say, you're not waiting. You're conscious, right? You're a spiritually aware person. You know that nobody really. If you wait for people to celebrate you, that shit most likely not gonna happen, right? So you're in this new energy where you're celebrating yourself. Find ways to lighten up, right? You are so special. That's the universe giving you the confirmation you need. That's the universe hyping you up. You're not the type to wait on men. So you probably used to wait for people to like, oh wow, you graduated school, congrats, let's throw her a party, let's throw him a party. But no, then people will be like, oh, that's good. They'll never celebrate you though. So that's what I'm saying. They're telling you to find ways to do it yourself, right? Treat it with love and care. You find ways to celebrate yourself. Because people not going to, especially when they hating. And we got presents. So maybe go buy yourself something, right? Presents signify you. When you get presents for somebody, it's either a birthday, a Christmas, like Valentine's Day, just because, right? Graduation is always is when you're celebrating. So this is saying you gonna ooh, underneath presence was motivation, right? Or motivated. You buying yourself something or celebrating you will bring back this motivation that you need. You're a catalyst. Let me tell you, because without you and you may still be around these people who won't celebrate you. But when you start doing stuff for yourself and celebrating yourself out loud and not like, it's just another birthday, it's just another Valentine's Day. No, go do some shit for yourself, right? See, you're the catalyst. So when you do these things, you're teaching people how to treat you. You're teaching people like what's acceptable for you and what's not. I don't give a fuck what you do, but if you in my life, I celebrate birthdays. I celebrate Valentine's Day. Niggas always, I don't celebrate Christmas. Niggas when it's convenient for they bum broke ass, right? Like just so they can halfway do it. Nah, nobody's gonna halfway come into your life. Mine especially, right? That's not even a question. Halfway come towards you and treat you how you don't need to be treated. You're being told your life is special. So start setting up those patterns, those habits where it's like, okay, I already celebrate myself. So you're not easily impressed by the bare minimum just because a nigga say happy birthday. You ain't gonna fall victim like most, right? Like, oh my god, he told me, because this is a feminine energy I'm talking to. But it may be for masculine. Take it as it applies, right? This could be a sensitive masculine. Who knows, right? But you're not taking half-ass congratulations and shit. The word ain't enough alone. It's actions behind it, right? So we're paying attention to that, and while we walk into this new energy, while we embody this new energy, you may have been a person who didn't celebrate birthdays and all of that, and you're being guided too, right? You got one life as far as we know. Get out, get out. I'm doing a reading. Get out. That's another thing though. He keep calling. I don't talk to nobody every day, and every day you want to get out and talk to her. Bye. I don't have to. You don't have to like. That's what I'm saying. Like energy will come when people don't got look. That's for me through your child or children. When people don't got access to you, they'll find a way through your fucking children. They're so innocent and they're so pure that, like I said, they're so sick. People think, yeah, they are blessings, but they can also be your worst nightmare because people can't get to you. They'll get work through your fucking children, right? Energy wise. So I have to keep transmuting that shit and show him like, nah, these are my boundaries. I don't give a fuck. Get out. Get out. Cause I don't talk to nobody every day, and now out the blue every day he's like, man, mom, man, mom. That's not for you. That's for me. Let me put that shit to the side. Man, mom, like, like no, the fuck. I went years without speaking to her. We not doing that. You can talk to her on your own tablet. You don't. He always want to come. Mommy's doing this. Mommy's look at mommy. We're outside. Like I'm like, oh you, and I said in front of him, I'm like, yo, he be acting like a op sometime. Like, don't tell my location to nobody. I don't trust nobody that much, right? And this may be significant for you, right? I see past people, I seen past and I seen regret at the bottom of the day. So Pat, you might have past people in regret for not treating you right, and they're trying to come towards you with these illusions, like they're in this new energy as well, like they've changed, like you ain't falling for that shit, right? Just know underneath that regret, right? They regret that they didn't love you. They regret that they didn't celebrate you how you celebrated them. So you could talk to her out there And for some of you, you may realize like, oh, okay, who you probably didn't have your antennas up to people that you played close. And that shit stung once you find out, right? We got sting. Or trying that's sting could also mean like these are people who tried to set you up, right? And were unsuccessful. You know, when you run a sting, that's like an operation, or it may stung when you found out who these people were. So but you're in this healthy place, right? Building healthy attachments, healthy connections, healthy boundaries, right? Things that won't people think because sometime you're at a standstill or going through this transition in your life that is always, people will try to find a way in, a crack under the door, like in the dream. And this goes back to the dream of the catalyst, where I said in the dream I was being attacked by this fucking disgusting looking thing, and I was fighting for my life, scratches, bruises, blood. It was like this wolf bugger, whatever the fuck, some little gray black shit, and it was so little. But I was trying to like push it off, and I was even out the window and came back. Like I was like fighting, like I could not get away from it, right? See, that's when you have to cleanse every day. You gotta speak shit out your life, not just bring shit in, but speak shit out your life. Because some energies don't get it. You could ghost their ass. You could set up strong boundaries. You can be rude, and you're not a rude person, but you just getting out your skin because you're trying to send a message to keep from just taking it to hell, right? To keep from taking it, you putting your hands on people. Now get the fuck out my face, right? No, you trying to do it every other way but that. And sometimes you need that big towel for people to get, and they still won't get it, right? People will try to spiritually grape you by forcing their energy onto you. So maybe that's something, but in the dream, that's the same catalyst dream I had. Somebody being a catalyst for others to walk in a certain path, a certain direction. Maybe that pertains to you, right? Like maybe people need to see something with their eyes, see something transpire with their eyes, right? You're not a confrontational person, right? Yeah, and we got masks. I opened the deck. It's like not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslight. So this is definitely people trying to wear masks, cast illusions, right? While you're setting up, you're on this healthy path. You're doing things that benefit you and you alone. You've been there, done that. We already know you know how to be selfless. Now is the time for you to learn how to be selfish, right? A lot of people have yet to master being selfless. This came out and you do something you are this type of person who naturally can do stuff without any expectations, right? But because God and your ancestors and everybody, the universe knows how you are, sometimes that could be people downfall. When you're being led away from something, and it's some people you just can't give to, you just can't exchange shit to, you just can't even listen to, because then that's when the universe steps in, and now you feeling like you being attacked and things slowing down for you, or because what, you was a nice person. No, sometimes that should have fucked you up too, because they said not to give to this person. They see that these people are wearing masks, right? They see that they're trying to gaslight you, and they aren't of the same heart posture, right? So some people you just can't, and you know yourself better than anybody, right? I was just watching another reader say, and I'm like, that's crazy, because I said this when I was going through that phase of ghosting people and cutting people off. I said, yo, let me remove myself, because they're not going to do it, right? If people could stay in life forever without consequences, they would, right? Like this person to take it, this person a doormat. So if you know you're a loving person, when they said that, I said, yo, confirmation, because I used to say that about myself, and I still am that way. That's why I prefer to be Dolly. Like, I'm not sure if you a person that it seemed like you have people around you, but that's trying to force themselves in your energy. These mask wearers, right? These fucking double-sided energies. And this always gives Gemini energy. Like, I can't do it. I don't give a fuck if you a nice one. I don't trust it, right? Most people won't. Especially if you haven't evolved spiritually, right? It's a way to do things. But fucking that's what I'm saying. Like, you know yourself better than anybody. So you know, like, you're a giver. You know you're an empathetic person, and you know these people are trying to trick you and pull the wool over your eyes. So you know you have to remove yourself. That's the only possible. They not gonna remove themselves, so you remove yours. That's the only way this shit gonna work, right? All of my girlfriends think I'm cheating on them. Yeah, yo, Andre, you know the crazy part? And you could have been a great catch, right? But people always try to associate this one, put you in a label, put you in a box. Maybe you may be handsome or fine or whatever, and they just like, oh, it's too good to be true. Most people with good spirits get that, right? Most think like, oh, I'm cheating or I'm fucking crazy just because they decide not to look in within themselves, right? That's don't internalize other people's thoughts of you. That's your thought. That's your experience, right? I know who I am. But yeah, sabotage. And they only doing that, Andre, to sabotage you, right? Rebuild and trick. So now you can start to question yourself because we got hammer, right? And this just was at the top while I was talking about these people painting illusion. They're only doing that too, so you could question yourself. Maybe you have confidence, right? Or maybe it's like, wait, why would you go for this type of person? It's always a ulterior motive instead of people just letting the actions and words align, right? Um, but this is things that you need to like get the fuck out your energy, right? Because it says it looks like you may be rebuilding, right? You're tired of going through this repetitive, persistent behavior. You're working on it. It's not really too much you need to work on. The only thing you need to work on is removing these motherfuckers wearing a mask out your life, trying to gaslight, right? Trying to pretend, trying to point the finger instead of doing the work. Because when people call you a cheater, just know they cheaters, right? Because it wouldn't come to mind if that wasn't in your spirit already, right? Yeah. So the whoever I'm talking to, this catalyst, Andre, whoever's watching, whoever's meant to for this message will come. Whoever's not will dismiss themselves. But we're walking to this paradise. Look, we got paradise and palm trees. So I don't know if somebody's planning on taking a staycation somewhere. But the paradise is happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So this is meeting new people. And the recurring theme is the palm trees, right? We know trees bring oxygen back to stuff, right? When shit is like stale and dead, stale energy, it's like it's sucking the oxygen from you. So stability, security, growth, endurance, flexibility. Yeah, we endured the test of time. Like we're reaching this happy place. We don't sit in that fucking in the thoughts people try to put on us. We don't sit in that shit for too long. Maybe in a season for a reason, right? But not really. And that's what people don't like about whoever I'm speaking to. This catalyst, this alchemist. They don't like that you don't sit in this negative energy for too long. You always, like I said, anytime you at your, I say this in a previous video, I said every time you think you at your wits end, it's something else that sparks you, that gets you like, okay, out of that funky energy, right? And that's a great thing. Everybody doesn't have that ability to, and it's just you alchemizing stuff. Like, you know how you think like, I can't go on. Psych, I'm lying. Like that's never you. It's hard for you. It's people that exited this life for smaller things, right? So you're gonna treat your life with care, knowing that it's people who got bullied one time. We all got bullied in some form or fashion, right? Whether we decided to fight back or people still did it, spoke about you, right? People still try to paint you in a way, but you're realizing your life is special. These niggas won't even be able, if they got the same treatment that they was giving out, they'll be checked out. They'll be checked out. So we don't rejoice in people suffering, right? We just don't give a fuck. It's not our business what they going through because they ain't made me no good. So you're not on my mind, right? Robin Hood, yep. Robin from the hood. Yes. So let's pull some cards. I like this, whoever this energy is, because no matter, it's showing like shit trying to come your way to shut you up, to make you, to dim your light. It all boils down. Sorry if I get tongue tied. It all boils down to people trying to dim your light, to take away that spark that you have that separates you from the fucking herd, right? Everybody doesn't have the ability to be selfless, like I said. Now you're learning the hardest thing, right? You're learning the easiest thing for some though. It's easy for people to be selfish, but it's hard for somebody who is in and not on, who tries to pretend like, oh yeah, I am this lover, I am this giver. We've mastered being selfless. Like, yo, take this. You may have been that person who would give a shirt off your back. who have made people give a shirt off their back just so somebody else could be comfortable when they was in a fucked up position, fed people, celebrated them, congratulated them, bigged them up when you tell they was going through stuff, spoke life into them when they were facing these addictions, but you never got it in return, right? So now you're you're in this King of Swords energy. This is somebody who speaks the truth, right? Who takes action, who plays no fucking games. If you don't belong, you get the fuck from around me. This is what that is. Or no hood. Robin no hood. Right. I don't have no hood. I'm every hood is my hood at this point. Every hood is my hood at this point. This King of Swords takes action now. Okay. Let's pull another card. I said Pelly. I don't know why he's out there whining for. Oh, okay. We got the King of Swords. I like that though. I like that. See, certain shit fuel me. Certain stuff fuels me. Like I said, my fire, my light will never go out. Yours most likely won't. Whoever this is for will come in. Whoever is not will dismiss themselves always, right? 7. Ooh. So whole time we had got this King of Swords, right? Who plays no games, who takes actions within his life, who speaks the truth within her life. Because I was mainly took it to feminine, but take the roses they apply. Like I said, you could just be in tune with your feminine energy. And to be a feminine doesn't mean just to be body. See, they feel the. Don't let me get on a public forum and tell y'all. Everybody be like confused. Real woman, they be like they be like confused on when people ask them what makes a real woman a woman. What can make what makes a woman forget the body parts as well. But the fact that we have a different spiritual awareness, right? Now we could use it for love or we could use it for darkness, either way. But that's what makes a woman a woman. It's not even the physical, it's the energy that a natural woman embodies. It would never be the same, right? But yeah, this is crazy that we got the King of Swords and then the Nine of Swords came out. This shows me that you're cutting. You've been betrayed, right? We already know what all these nines mean, right? Nine of Swords. You completed the cycle though. The fact that the King of Swords showed up before this shows me that this is your current energy. This is your past energy. You became this King of Swords. You took them swords that they used to betray you, to cut the fucking heads off the snake. That's what you decided to use them swords for. And also to pave a new path for you. Right? Them swords could be used in a variety of ways. This is old energy, right? You're building you took the little bit you had to build something new. 7 is blessed in my eyes, right? Luck, blessed, right? I always say you're not lucky, you're blessed. Yes. Clap for the heavyweight champ. Me. Mommy. Yes. Mama get tea. Okay, go talk to her. That's you and her conversation. Mommy. Yes. Mama, they calling me at the phone. So call her back. Bye. She said she'll call you later, so bye. Stop. Yeah. Okay. I'll let you. I'm almost finished. Okay. What going in the English truck? No, we're gonna do laundry today with you and mommy, just you and me. So not only did you take these swords that people use to fucking stab a hole in your back, you took it to stand up for yourself. You took it to pave a new path for you, and also you get this high priestess energy, right? So by you doing this shows me that anything that goes on around you, it never really affects you. You may feel the remnants, right? But you don't get scathed by it anymore. Back in the day, you used to get scathed, right? What's those called? Battle wounds. Battle wounds. But nowadays, you have the shield of protection around you where them 9 of swords that you took and alchemized, right? That shit don't affect you no more. And now, before you may have walked with your came out of the swinging, now you like, you don't even look like you swinging and you be fucking tearing shit up. Like in the dream I had about this person, right? This catalyst. I had, and this is clearing some stuff up about the dream. How I'm fighting these little fucking demon dogs, whatever the fuck they was. And I summed up that this person is a catalyst, right, for change. Because if I didn't get attacked by them demon dogs, I wouldn't have put a public service announcement for other people to cover up their doors and windows, right? So you're this catalyst for sure. It's showing that if you ain't have these 9 swords in your back and take that shit and turn it into fucking authority and destruction in your own right, you would not be able to walk through that shit. See, before it was obvious you was fighting. Now it's like, oh, you're not gonna fight back? No, they know you fighting back, but it don't look like you are. It don't look like you are. Because you're in a whole new energy. You're look, and that's the first shit that came out. You're in this whole new energy. They never seen this shit before. Whoever this feminine is, they never seen this before. You don't need them to get you motivated anymore. You don't need them to tell you who you are anymore. Right? I'm gonna close off this reading. We always want a good little special card. I like that. I just wanted to pull a few on that catalyst. Them other dreams we're gonna come back to later on before the day is over. But I'm just like, I could not go to do laundry without pulling a card. What does this alchemist and this test risk baby? What does this alchemist need to know right now? Fine tune. So you're being fine tuned right now. You're being told to wait or be patient, right? You're not in no rush. And wow, it's like downloads for your computer. Improvements are being made. Okay, go finish. What happened? No, she not there, and we're going to do a laundry today. So stop asking me about her. Your improvements are being made. I think so it says fine tune and wait, improvements and patterns. So maybe habits that you're, like I say, you're learning how to be selfish, and it's taking you a little longer. It is okay because we all have to learn how to be selfish, right? Practice makes perfect. Right? Practice makes perfect because that selflessness always try to creep in. But improve. These are patterns that are not serving you when it comes to certain people. Like, hello. What's coming to me this week? Yes, Fabian. No, hold on. I'm this one. I'm just, I'm not doing any personal questions for this one. Sorry. Maybe later you could come back. I don't know. Business. I seen business cool blockage from a masculine. Yeah. But yeah, that's pertaining to this alchemist and the Raja, come off my bed. This alchemist and this catalyst of a person, right? So we got one person turning their lemons into lemonade, and we got one person actually stepping into their power so that it could make a whole new lane for them and other people. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Well, go under. You're not going around. He just trying to find a reason to. He been climbing over the bed, pulling it back lately, and I'm like, you're not doing that. You're not gonna bust up my bed. Cause I built this bed myself, and I see the headboard is like fabric, it's all metal, but I see the headboard like no, you're not gonna fuck up my bed and your bed. Goodbye. But yeah, so one last closing message. Oh, and we didn't pull no time card to see like when is I get that it's happening now, right? I definitely get that it's happening now. But let's see like the time frame for this. Because we always want to end off on a positive note overall, right? We always got to pick up. We're supposed to be balanced people. So like I said, with good news comes bad news, right? But it's not always bad once you get. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Come from over here now. Okay, I've been on here for 45 minutes, but let's cuz we about to go do some laundry and get get our day started. But what is the time frame for these people? I know for somebody it's definitely happening right now. But when will they start to see, results when it comes to this energy, right? But fuck it. So I don't gotta fight demons all no more. Have faith, divine timing is at play. So you're being told. I said I have a feeling it's happening right now, but it's saying have faith, divine timing is at play. So it's only on the divine time, right? When this cycle gonna wrap up, but it definitely will, cause nine, we got nine. That's a completion of cycles, right? Nine meaning completion of cycle is no longer that infinity, right? That eight, that figure eight, nine mean is cut off. Now this nine could go in any direction, right? It don't gotta go back around and around and around and around. So that's a good sign. Just have faith that it will happen when it needs to, right? We don't never want to be pulled out of nowhere too early, because then it's like the enemy may have a way back in, right? We gonna cut ties if we gonna do something. The universe gonna be trickier than a person could ever think they could be, right? So it's like the whole time they think that it says time will bring a surprise. So not only will you get out this energy, you got more better shit coming in, right? 32. That's five, signifying change. So okay. Well, thank you guys. What you did, a poop? Okay. Bye bye everybody. I'm like bye bye everybody. Hold on, I'm coming. Um like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later on for part two. Yes.